We should try something new tonight. I feel like we're in a rut.
Maybe tonight we just don't go out. Monday night we'll switch it up and we'll make it eat-in night.
I don't like to mess with the rhythm of the week like that, you know? I really look forward to eating at a restaurant every Monday night with my son, because we're not distracted the way we are at home when we have dinner. We're usually sitting in front of the TV.
Yeah. Why don't we, you know what? Why don't we decide later? I'll meet you at the bar.
At which bar?
At your bar.
Well, that's probably not a good idea because,
Why?
I don't know, Ben, that just makes me a little uncomfortable. But I'll meet you near the bar.
Why can't I go to the bar?
Well,
It just seems like that would be a good place, and restaurants are near. There are restaurants near.
No, it just seems like it's a little out of your way.
Dad, I've been to bars before. You know that.
Fine, so we'll meet at the bar.
Okay.
What's the big deal?
Yeah.
I'll meet you out front. Good morning, Laura.
Good morning.
What happened to your finger?
What are you talking about?
There's an enormous ring on your finger, Laura. That looks almost like an engagement ring.
Well, yeah, I got engaged over the weekend.
You're kidding me.
Mm-mm.
I didn't even realize that you were going steady.
Yeah, me neither.
Well, Laura, this is wonderful news. Can I give you a big hug?
Oh, it's...
Come here, you.
Could you let go now?
Sorry. So tell me a little something about him. What's his name?
Hans.
And what does he do, Hans?
Oh, he's in a band, and he works in a bookstore.
Well, that's great, Laura. I am so happy for you that to have a partner in life is such a wonderful thing. Do you like his band?
Not really.
Do you like Hans?
Well, I guess so.
I have a good feeling about this.
Someone asked me recently how I would describe myself in 2 words. And I would say that if I had only 2 words, I would say big fairy. I'm a big fairy, and a lot of people don't know that about me. And I'm not trying to say that I'm gay or that I'm afraid to fight. That's not what I mean by big fairy.
Right.
I mean that I'm magical.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a magical fairy, and I'm a big fairy, because most fairies are little, with wings. I'm a big damn fairy, man. I'll magic your ass out of here if you don't watch it. When you're waiting in line for a long time and you just pick someone to start looking at and to just start forming an opinion on with no information?
Mm-hmm.
It's never nice, You never think, hey, that looks like a pleasant fellow. You're always looking going, oh, look at his shoes. What a dick. God, with his briefcase. What a jerk with his briefcase. What is that, a wig? I hate that guy. What a prick. God, I hate him. And the whole time they're just standing there, they have no idea that you're just boiling with hatred, And in 10 seconds, you get your change, you forget they exist.
I think that's the part that's so cruel.
Hi, is this the bar?
Yeah.
So you must be the keep.
Yep, I'm the keep.
Keep.
Yeah. What can I get you?
I guess I will have a, what do you got?
Well, I don't know. Look around. We pretty much whatever. Do you want?
You know what? I'm going to have something alcoholic. That's what I'm going to do. I will have I guess I'll have a brandy.
A brandy.
Yeah.
Okay. Could I see some ID?
All right.
You're not the Ben Katz, the son of Dr. Jonathan Katz?
Well, why?
He's a friend of mine. He comes in here all the time.
My dad.
He has a...
Yes, I am.
So you are Ben?
Yeah, I'm Ben.
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah. And you're Julie.
That's right.
I was
right.
playing
I'm
it
sorry.
cool. I didn't want to, make it like...
Oh, my
I knew
gosh.
who you were, but my dad, has mentioned you.
Oh, okay. All right. I'm just surprised and pleasantly surprised to see you here. Okay, here you go.
Thanks.
Do you want some water on the side for that, or are you
I
okay?
really didn't mean to order a brandy. I just kind of panicked.
Oh, do you want me to get you something else?
I guess I'll have just a soda or something.
Yeah? Okay.
So what is my dad like when he's here? Is there like any good stories like about him taking off his clothes? Or...
No. He doesn't do that.
Does my dad talk about me at all, or is it?
Oh, that's what he always talks about.
Really?
Yeah.
Is it like negative, or is it mostly positive?
It's funny.
Funny.
Ben stories, they're funny.
Funny.
This really bothered me the other day. I was walking down the street, and these French people walked up to me, and they asked me for directions.
Right.
I think. It was amazing because they just asked totally in French. They didn't even do like a little, how do you say, or something like that. They just walk up to me, and one of them just goes, "Oh, je te le gèle, je l'ai pété le petit peu." And I was like, I don't speak French. And he's like, "Je te gèle, je l'ai pété le petit peu." And I was like, look, I'm not going to learn to speak French while I'm talking to you. And because we're not in France, it's not weird that I don't speak French. And he's like, he couldn't believe it. And his friend's like, "Oh, je l'ai pété le petit." And he goes, "Je le te le pele te le pete le pectoire." So I said, "Oh, wala wala wala."
I mean, you basically just have to take out an ad in the
I
paper
know.
and say therapist.
I
You
know,
know,
but
please
there's-
call this number. Excuse me, one sec. Oh my God. I'm sorry, Julie. You must get that all the time, though. People
No,
sneeze
I-
all over.
No, it's
People are disgusting, you know?
Hey, Ben.
Dad.
You've met, I take it you've met Julie?
Yeah, we were just talking.
Julie, you met Ben?
Oh, yeah.
I got here a little early. I showed up a little
I have to
early.
tell you, this is a little weird, you know,
Why?
seeing the two of you together after all these years.
It's great, I think.
So, Ben, why don't you summarize your points and thank Julie for a lovely evening, and we should go get something to eat because I am so hungry. I could.
You guys could eat here.
I would love to eat here.
Well,
Why not? I mean, we're
I
here.
mean, I know you have appetizers, but can you actually get a meal here?
Oh, yeah.
You've never
yeah.
eaten here, Dad?
He's eaten here. He knows that.
Let's just eat here, Dad.
Okay, can we get a table, Julie? Can we?
Let's eat right here at the bar. We're like,
No, I just need to talk to you privately, Ben.
you're not going to fire me, are you, Dad?
I can't fire you, Ben. You're my son.
Well, I mean, I'm just saying it's odd the way you're talking. Like you're going to.
Well, I have some news, and I'd rather you had a chance to respond over there. But I do have some good news and some bad news, Ben.
It doesn't sound good. What?
The good news is that, well, let's come back to the good news. Let me tell you the bad news. The bad news is Laura's getting married.
Laura.
She got engaged this weekend, and she's getting married.
No, she's not. Really?
Yep.
Who's she getting married to?
Some guy she's been going out with who plays in a band, works in a bookstore.
I didn't know she was going out with a guy at all.
Yeah, I had no idea myself, but this weekend they got engaged to be married. Are you all right?
Dad, what are you kidding?
I just thought you would be upset to hear that.
Did Laura's getting married?
Yeah.
Dad, that's great. That's great news that Laura's getting married. Of course. Why wouldn't a woman in her position at her age get married? Of course, that's what's going to happen, right? That's what you do in your life. You reach an age and you get married.
I'm just
You meet
surprised
somebody.
that you're not demonstrating any kind of emotional response.
That's fine. That's great. I'm very happy for Julie.
What? Are you okay? Do you need something?
Sorry for yelling. Could I get a Tivzima? We should never eat at the bar again.
Well, it's not like it's a bar and grill.
Yeah.
That's the first giveaway. It's just a bar.
A lot of bars, though, have good food.
Yeah, that's not one of them.
Yeah.
So how'd you sleep last night, Ben?
It was okay. I was, to be honest with you, I think I had a little too much to drink last night.
You
And
know.
there's a point, Ed, when you should say stop.
Well, I know that last night was not easy for you, and I really didn't want to inhibit you in any way.
What do you mean easy for me?
Just emotionally, it was a difficult night.
Why? Because you and me went to the bar together?
No, because Laura announced her.
Oh, Dad, I was just joshing about that. I could care less. Laura's getting married.
Well,
I mean, let her do what she wants. She's an adult.
I want to tell you something about emotions, Ben. Is that like the waves of the ocean? Emotions just roll over you.
Wow, you're a great therapist, Dad. You should just put therapy on a greeting card and sell them to your patients and say, you don't have to come here anymore. Just read this card.
Ben, I know it sounds corny, but it's true. Your feelings,
Mm-hmm.
they're things that are out of your control. And sometimes you are the last to know one is the last to know about how they feel about something.
Right. So you're saying that I'm denying my true feelings. I should respond to the...
No, sometimes denial is a healthy thing.
Oh, Dad, what are you saying? I mean, what's the point of this?
We deny things to protect ourselves.
Dad, I told you, I'm not denying. I don't feel bad about it. I think Laura should get married to whoever she wants.
Okay, Ben, you have it your way, but all I'm saying is you're lying to yourself.
I'll tell you another thing, though. I hope that the guy Laura is engaged to dies.
See,
Today.
I think that's
I hope he dies today. That's all. But God bless her, and I hope she's happy.
In Iowa, they, for fun, because they don't have a lot of people out there, so they play with animals more. I think I was out there and the guy said they cow tip. The guy explained it to me. He said the cow sleeps standing up, so these kids get drunk, then they push over the sleeping cow. Then they run from the cow like the cow's going to chase them.
right.
But I'm thinking maybe the cows don't even care when you push them over. They're sleeping, standing up. So maybe when you knock them over, the cow's like, oh, this is much better.
Dr. Katz's office.
Laura, it's Ben.
Yeah.
How are you?
Great.
Hey, I heard the news.
Oh, you did?
We are thrilled.
Who's we?
We, me, and the whole Katz clan.
Well, thank you.
Oh, you're welcome. I mean, I just wanted to call and congratulate you on taking the big step. I mean, I can't say I was surprised. I mean, I knew it was coming.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, you can see the signs.
Ken?
I've been hearing it in your voice for a long time, Laura.
Hmm.
It's like a self-satisfied lisp, but sexy.
That's why I don't have sympathy for these, guys you see on TV who can't get out of their house because they're too fat. Everybody else, I think, is like, oh, that's too bad. How do you get so fat you can't get out of your own house? Don't you see that coming? What if you have a job and you're too fat? What do? Call in fat for work? You don't want to do that.
Right.
Boss, I won't be coming in today. Well, you know how I'm really fat? I'm fatter today. And I can't get out of my own house.
Are you okay?
What do you mean?
You're not upset or anything.
That you got engaged? It's a celebration, Laura.
Wow.
You know, well, why would I be unhappy about you doing something important?
Wow, well, that's great
And I heard about the guy, Hans. It's a great name.
Yeah.
And he's in a band, I hear.
Yep.
And he works in a bookstore, I hear.
Mm-hmm.
These are all great things.
Making me a little bit nervous.
Well, Laura, look, when I heard the news,
Yeah?
I couldn't have been happier.
Really?
You should have seen me. I had a big smile. I mean, I was like elated. And when I come in, I'll show you the face I made.
Did you want to talk to your dad?
You were telling me that before you came here, you were seeing another therapist.
Oh, yeah. I saw this other guy, and I didn't like him because, one time I went in and I was talking to him, and I told him how I really love to pig out sometimes, even when I'm not hungry. You know, like when you try not to eat bad things, but then you decide, I'm going to eat something bad. Then you go out and look for something. You're like, I'm going to find something and eat it. And I was describing to this other psychiatrist how I would eat candy bars, like 5 at a time, and I would just get sick. And then I'd just lay there feeling sick, and I'd just be laying there. And I described this to him, and he says to me, he goes, why would you do that?
Yeah.
Why would you eat candy when you don't even want it? I don't understand. And I was like, what do you mean you don't understand? You're a psychiatrist guy. What the hell are you saying you don't understand? If you have a patient and tells you something that they do that's bad for them, you can't just go, what are you, weird? Don't do that. That's weird.
Oh, I get it. So you're upset because she's not engaged to you.
Well, I mean, I didn't propose.
Ah,
Apparently anybody
you
could.
snooze, you lose, man.
Well, I just didn't think to propose. I thought it would be premature. I didn't know there was some sort of timetable. I just thought, like, oh, eventually it's gonna happen.
Right.
And then some loser rock and roll guy who works
Oh.
part-time at a bookstore just jumps in.
If you had it to do over again, would you have proposed to her if you knew this guy was going to?
Well, if I knew this guy was going to step in and
Step in, yeah.
and steal the thunder, I would have done something about it.
Have they set a date for the wedding?
Well, I mean, she didn't really talk about it. She was being very coy.
Whatever that date is, you have until about a week before that date to turn the whole thing around.
Wait, so you think that there's a chance maybe if I act now, I could?
You know, you could do something really passionate and just sort of.
Well, what's like really passionate?
You go into. I'll tell you what you do. You go into that office tomorrow.
Yeah.
And you say, Laura, you were making a mistake.
Right, but I mean.
And if I let you make that mistake, I'll feel like I'm making a mistake.
Yeah, but what if I'm making a mistake by doing that?
You got to go for it.
You think so? You think that I would live?
Just do it. You're gonna feel so good if you do this.
So I should make it clear my feelings.
Right.
Yeah, but what if she just like you
No
know,
what ifs. There
Yeah.
are no what ifs.
man, you are like Patton. You know, you can fire up the troops.
You
Like I'm gonna go over there now, and I'll tell her how I feel.
right.
You know, she's lost and she's young, and she's being plucked up by
Yeah.
some ideal of what's cool and what's right to
Right.
do with some rock and roll guy. And
Well, you know.
and
better.
I'm here to say, look, I've lived through that, baby.
Yeah.
I've done it all.
Yeah.
I got to learn how to play an instrument. That's all there is to it.
That was gonna be my next suggestion.
Hey, Laura, I noticed that you're not wearing your engagement ring. What's going on?
Oh, I had to take it off because it was too small. It was cutting off the circulation in my finger.
Mm-hmm.
I also called off the engagement.
You're kidding me.
No.
You called it off.
Yeah.
It must have been like an emotional roller coaster the last few days.
Yeah.
But you seem to be weathering the storm.
Yeah, I feel good.
Yeah, you look good. The color's coming back in your finger.
It's almost worth it.
Yeah,
Yeah, I was really surprised at how Ben took it. I mean,
I know. It really he took me by surprise too.
it was like he decided to be mature and he
Yeah,
really
he-
stuck to it.
He bit the bullet. I think we forget. I certainly tend to forget from time to time just how mature he is and how he is capable of acting.
Laura!
Hi, Ben.
Hey, Dad.
We were just talking about you.
That's fine. Laura, these are for you. I couldn't afford the roses, so I bought these. These are candies. They are not chocolate. I couldn't afford them. But they are jelly beans. And they are not heart-shaped because I could not find jelly beans that were in a heart-shaped container. And then I got you this. It is well, I don't know exactly what kind of animal it is. Now don't marry that idiot, okay? There, I said it.
Okay.
Now, wait a sec. Laura, I did a lot of thinking when I ran up here, and I think you are making the wrong decision, all right? Laura, look at me.
Yeah.
Ben, what happened to your
Wait a minute.
What happened to your pants?
I ripped my pants, okay? Look at my shirt. It's buttoned wrong. I can't even think straight anymore.
Hey, Ben, there's something you should know.
Dad, I'm in the middle of
I know.
this.
I know.
I'm opening myself up.
I understand, but Laura gave me some news a few minutes ago that I think you should know.
Well, before you say that, Dad, let me say my piece here, all right? Laura, you look me in the eye and tell me you don't love this guy.
I don't love this guy.
You don't?
No. Called off the engagement.
Really? You did?
Yeah.
It's a good choice. Nice. Nicely done. Yeah, nice, Dad, anything?
Well, I didn't anticipate you to come in like that.
Well, I didn't think I was gonna either, but I got carried away.
No damage done.
No, I guess not. You guys carry on.
Okay.
I will
I'll see you back at the house.
back out slowly. Laura, good to see you.
Yeah.
And good on the no marriage. Very nice.
I'm in an elevator, and the guy, he wants me to hold the elevator for him, but I have it by myself, you know, and that's like a great thing in the city to have a little privacy. But the guy's running for the elevator, wants me to hold it. He's like, hold the elevator, hold the elevator. So I just stared straight ahead, like, don't make eye contact. That's the key in these things. But the guy's like running really fast. Just before it closes, he sticks his arm through, and then the door opens automatically. He gets on with me. It's just me and him, and I'm like, ha ha ha. Then I pretended I was paralyzed. I'm like, hey, could you hit 7 for me? And I was like banging my head on the wall where the numbers were. And then I lifted up my foot to shake his hand. I'm like, hi, I'm Kevin. How are you?
I always have this fantasy of spending my life building a huge career that builds into being president or something. Like if I could be president and spend my whole life getting to that day and then just blow it all in one sentence. Because whenever I see those guys up there, I think, how could you resist not just throwing it all away, you know?
Mm-hmm.
It's your inauguration,
Right.
and they say, do you swear to uphold the Constitution to the best of your ability? And just go, no, I don't swear it. and see how long, how long could you keep the thing going? The Chief Justice would go, "What? What do you mean you don't?" "No, you're old, duh." And you're the president, and everyone's going, "Oh, can't believe it." But then if you just kept dancing around the stage, people would stay and they'd wait for you to regain your senses. You know? Like how long? It would at least be a couple hours that you could just walk around like flitting people's hats off and going, eh, and like show your ass or something. If you actually like showed your ass, then they'd put you, I don't know. I don't know. There's no, see, this will never be tested.
Whoops. You know what the music means, Louis? Our time is up. We're going to have to stop.
You know what I hate, Dr. Katz? I wish that I try to be careful not to be talking about anything important when you tell me that our time is up. Because you just snap out of it so fast. You just go, "I'm sorry, the time's up." And but the second before you looked so concerned, and the whole time you're just thinking, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.